Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallen Sandwich Gaming with episode 17 of MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries Career Mode Let's Play in the House Liao start. So, some big developments from last episode. We have the hero dragon now. The dragon flame? What is the actual name on this thing? Oh, that's fine. So we've got double Shadowhawk H and Shadowhawk D. Trying to see what I actually have differently on them, but it doesn't look like much. Yeah, this... Oh, this doesn't have a burst AC, but that's... Oh, this has the additional weapon slots, but we're not actually using them. Yeah, I didn't see the utility that a couple of extra small missile slots added. I do think we are using the one additional laser slot, though, so there is that. On top of that, we have a second Kintaro, which is a big add. It is set up the exact same way as our original Kintaro, minus the knuckles. Yeah, which is... I'm not... Okay, so... Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same machine. They're very, very similar. Cooling's a little bit better on this one, and this one just has the knuckles. But again, they're very similarly outfitted. You know, this thing is maxed weight. I'm sure the other one... Yeah, the other one's maxed armor as well for the most part. I think the only thing different with these two... I'm trying to think. The only thing different... I don't actually think anything's different with the two of these, if I'm being honest. Maybe you have some input, but they do look exactly the same. Also, have a trebuchet here. This trebuchet definitely needs to be repaired and refitted. We're gonna see what we end up doing with this. I'm currently in a conflict zone, so that's probably not going to happen just yet. So we are here at Aldertane. Let's just take a look at the contracts that are in system. So there's a 42 difficulty Demolition for Marek against Independence. So we have a little bit of reputation with Marek already. So I actually wouldn't mind doing this. It's not a particularly great payout. There's a lot of salvage on this one, but I think we would probably have to go... I mean, if we're going to do that, we might as well just go all money. 2.5. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and do this Marek contract. So... I do know after piloting the new Dragon, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm just not sure if it's exactly my style. It feels a little clunky to pilot it myself. So I'm going to pop back into the Kintaro for now. And then... Yep, Paris in the Jaeger because it has the most diverse weapon systems. And then, as far as... I think we could drop the Enforcer for this one. Even though that AC-10 is pretty good for a Demolition. But... Let's see. We have an additional 5 tons we could fill. So should we run double Kintaro? Or double Shadowhawk? I feel like double Shadowhawk is probably the way to go. So we'll go double Shadowhawk, Jaeger, Kintaro. And the mission can start in 20 days. Everything's being worked on, right? Yes, so let's wait the 20 days. Just make sure everything's good. Everything's good. Alright, let's head on in. So, you know... I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for the incredible feedback I've received so far in the series. It's very, very encouraging. And, I definitely want to continue doing what we're doing. I've had a couple of questions recently about the Rise of Rasselhog DLC that is expected to come out at the end of January, I believe. And yes, I will be covering that. I don't have all the information on it. It kind of was just recently announced, so I don't want to get too in depth on what's going on with that and, maybe say something inaccurate. But I'm excited for that to come out. It's great to see games like get support multiple years after they've been on the market. And I'm, excited to have the potential to showcase that new DLC when it does come out. So keep your eyes peeled. It's definitely going to be a priority to cover it. And here we go. We got some early engagements. Okay, so this is the... Oh, there's a light mech in behind us. Oh, Panther, okay. Whoa. There we go. Some free ones. And that's his main gun down. Okay. Don't want to overheat on the Panther. Let's see if we can... There we go. Took care of that. Don't want him to blow up on us, though, so... Let's get some distance. There's also a Phoenix Hawk back here. Now we know they're a little squishy as well, so if I can just slide past my buddy. That's a good hit. Be sure I don't give him an opportunity to land on us is a big thing. Alright, that gets rid of one arm. Just short of taking out the other arm. There's the other arm. And an eject. Alright, so the Phoenix Hawk is down as well. Okay, that's one urban mech down. Now I don't advise running directly at urban mechs, but it is a good way to get in close and take care of them. Okay. Now, should probably get started on the base here. So we're in a medium mech. We can just kind of run through this. Oh, don't mean to be punching there. Alright, let's try to get the base down. Took a little bit of damage in that close quarters there. But these things happen. It wasn't my smartest play, but it sure was satisfying to punch a couple mechs in the face. That's the... I don't know how you guys feel about the melee combat in these games, but it is a little bit lackluster. It's fun, but it's generally high risk, low reward, is what I've found. So, even though we, ran up and did some punching with the Gintaro, it's definitely not the recommended course of action in the majority of the mechs. At least when you're playing, unmodded, which at this point I have no plans to run any mods. So, okay. That's our mission. Oh, you know what? This is a Marek mission as well, so we're not getting as much for taking these risks. So I really should be more careful. Alright, that's PPC down on this guy. Alright, let's go, let's go. Alright. We don't want to hang around too long. We do actually have an armor blow through on our leg. So, in the interest of keeping the bills cheap, let's just get on out of here. Well, in a minute. Vindicators actually are decently armored, so... Oh, he's just down to a medium laser. What's that? There we go. Alright, it's a Centurion. Let's have a little fun. Not too much, but a little bit. Alright, Centurion's down. Now we can go. I did take another armor blow through, but honestly, not getting that Centurion's lights out was satisfying enough to justify it. So, let's get on out of here. Let's collect our paycheck and look for our next mission. So the goal for like the last group of episodes is really to stack up some money, upgrade the lance, and I feel like we did a really good job of that. You know, obviously we've got the Hero Dragon, which, like I said, the Hero Dragon, not necessarily my style, but it definitely has a place. I actually do like the regular dragons, so maybe at some point we'll look at adding a regular dragon. You know, we'll see. But it's actually nice to have a backup Kintaro at this point, because obviously the nature of the Kintaro, it tends to take a little bit of damage. So, looks like the only thing really worth anything in here... We actually are low on 0 tier. Oh, we could take a PPC. Yeah, even though the AC5 is technically better. I mean, it is better, but PPCs are expensive and we only have one. I know we've got a couple of mechs right now that use them. And I guess we'll take the LRM-10. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's actually not too bad. You know, I obviously had it the worst, but that's normally how it goes. Got a transmission here. Uprising quelled. This message is sent on behalf of Duchess Carasso, ruler of the Sarna Commonalities, Duchy of Seetsang. Forgive me if I butchered any of that. As a representative of the Duchy, I vouch for my constituents day in and day out. Over the last few years, the local residents have grown restless and insolent. Despite my steady rule, and the people have been frequently calling for appeals to any political issue I weigh in on. The Duchy of Seetsang is my hereditary fiefdom, having been in my family for centuries. Despite my ability to overrule any of my people's requests, it breaks my heart to see them question my judgment. I want you to enforce my will in a particularly prickly world. Interesting adjective there. The people need a reminder of what I am capable of and what it means to be obedient to me, and thus to the celestial wisdom. May he live forever. Wow. A little bit of an egotist here. The rebels in question have taken up arms in the world of Bora. As all good Capellan citizens know, in 2366 the leaders of the Duchy of Liao, Tikhanov Grand Union, Sarna Supremacy, Capellan Commonality, Xian Commonwealth, and St. Ives Mercantile League met on this world to form our beloved Capellan Confederation. We cannot allow the rebels to pervert this symbolism. As a concrete example of the wages of disobedience, I would ask you to locate the rebels' base and raze it to the ground. So, not a crazy payout on this one. I mean, the reputation is obviously nice. Maybe we go take a look. Kill 3 Shadowhawks, collect 1 Centurion. Well, that could have been done right there, but... Go to the Xian Commonwealth. So where is the Xian Commonwealth? Because right now we're in the Duchy of Seetsang. That's Rashpur Owens. This is the Xian Commonwealth. Which is an easier reputation level. So maybe we go ahead and do that. I think first things first, though. Let's jump to Masterson before we go to Bora, because that could be a tough mission. Actually, you know what? Let's take this. I think we're going to go straight to that. Let's take this, though. We might have the capability to pop out and take a look at that. So let's jump on over here and check everything out. There is also a rare mech on the market, so it's always worth taking a look. You know, I don't think we're buying right now, per se. So it's the regular BJ1. Regular BJ1. It is in perfect condition. I do love the blackjack. There's also champion here. There's the... Oh, I am interested in this. I think the 4G with the AC-20 is the one I tend to like more. Vindicator 1AA. Is that different than our Vindicator? Yeah, we have the 1X. Let me just take a look. 221 and 42 hard points. So, the AA is no machine guns, 3 lasers, so 1 extra laser slot, and 1 missile slot, and 43 hard points. No, I don't think we're necessarily in on the Vindicator. They do have another trebuchet here. The 5N, is that the same one we have? Yes, it is. Waiting to get repaired. So, I think the only thing really worth the money here... I mean, champions are okay. I feel like champions are like your early game heavy mech. Like, I don't know if there's necessarily a place for one in what I want to do. Though this isn't the... I don't think this is the champion variant I'm used to seeing. I'm not used to Champion 7 and AC-10. I think I'm more used to the... I think it's like a PPC champion is the one I've piloted in the past. That could be interesting. But it looks like with this weapon loadout, it's hanging around 250 armor. Not really... I don't think this is really something we're looking into. Alright. So, let's just do our repairs real quick. So, we have the Kintaro, which nobody lost any components, so I should be able to just go down the line here. Queue all these up. Okay, and then the only mech we have to actually look at. That actually is something worth considering. If I got a blackjack, I could replace the Phoenix Hawk for the blackjack. I'm also still not sure if we even want to run an enforcer. In fact, I think it's fine for now because it's a 50-tonner. And I don't have anything else that's bang on 50. So I'm going to leave the enforcer for now. But let's take a look at this trebuchet before I get too sidetracked. So, first things first, let's just repair what we can. So we don't have the LRM-15 stream. There are some for sale, and that's not crazy price-wise. Though I do have regular LRM-15s. So I'm wondering if it necessarily... I don't think it necessarily needs to be the stream. I think the stream's a little bit more accurate, but sometimes you kind of like that spread. Let's shift all that down. Now, I'm also wondering... These are all medium slots. Yeah, they're all medium slots. So that... I had an idea for a moment of going 1 large laser and then maybe 2 smalls, but I don't think that's going to work. So I think I just buy these 3 streams. I think I'll keep the streams on it and see how it does. I mean, I do have 2 tier LRM-15s, and I also have 2 tier 1 LRM-15s. So well, we already bought the stream. Let's just try it with the streams and see how it does. Or, so these are 7 tons, these are 10 tons. So that's a pretty big difference if I were to do that. Now, I think one of the things you could do here is just go 3 small lasers. You definitely lose a bit of firepower, but your main firepower is these LRM-15s. That's pretty close to max on armor. Could go 50 on that. Definitely want this arm higher, because that's got our LRM-15 in it. Definitely want this higher. Try to do like 12. Max that out. Could go more here. And then where else would I guess 2 there. Let's take like 4 off the head and go there. So I think I'm willing to see how this performs. I'm a little nervous about putting a missile boat in the hands of the AI anyway. But 1.3 million. I still think we add it to the lance and see how it goes. Now, I don't know how you guys are in terms of being paint job snobs, but I don't really care if we overwrite the Hero Dragon's paint job. Yeah, it looks better in our colors. So, I think the only thing left to do is maybe I go down to Exeter and just take a look at what this is. Because we do have a couple of mechs that I would be willing to think about selling. You know, if conditions are right, if we like the look of things. So let's just take a look at what they've got. So this is the Trebuchet 3C with Artemis LRM-15s, 4 medium lasers, still pretty lightly armored, but man, this thing looks way better than what I just spent money on. So is this Star League? For those of you who don't know, if something is Star League or has Star League tech, it is generally a better version. Like, it's generally the better version is anything associated with the Star League. They usually have better weapon systems, more advanced weapon systems. They might even have better, statistics. So that's why I always like to check this little blurb here, because as soon as you see the words Star League, it's like, So it looks like this was a late addition to the Star League. It's always good to look at the Star League versions if you happen to run into one. I mean, the 15 streams plus Artemis, we can't really replace. I'm still not even sure if the Trebuchet is going to work well in the hands of the AI. So even though there's a big part of me that is like, yeah, buy it, the word Star League's right here, and this does, for all intents and purposes, look like a better version than the one we have, even if it's just because of the extra laser slot, I'm not going to buy this. There's a Jaeger mech here. This Jaeger mech is more of a ballistic version. Wow. This thing is actually kind of wild. I do think that it's not really worth adding another Jaeger mech. Like, one Jaeger mech is good, but, like, you would never run 2 at a time, I don't think. There's also Grasshopper here that is in pretty darn good condition. Grasshopper 5H. So I don't think I've ever had a Grasshopper before. It's a lot of lasers, big LRM. It does look like it's hanging around 400 armor, which would probably put it up near the top armor-wise for our Lance. At 4.5 million, that's actually like not the craziest price point. Let me see what I would get rid of. So I think with the Trebuchet, that's a 50-ton mech. I'm not liking the Enforcer so far. Yep, that's an easy sell. So the Enforcer goes for 1.2 million, which is great. I think this is a good time to get rid of this other Jenner, which is 1.2 million, and the Vulcan. So we sell the Vulcan for another 1.2 million, and we buy this Grasshopper. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this Grasshopper. I think it's a good purchase. I think it's a. Is this still? This is a heavy mech. This is still a heavy mech. This is not an assault mech yet. So, but I do think we instantly get better by having one. And yeah, this is exactly the kind of mech we want. All of its equipment is in good condition. Here's what I'm gonna do. Jump jet's gone. Jump jet's gone. Not gonna use them. No point keeping them around. I think what we do here, so that's actually not a bad spread, but I would go more like 20-68 there. We might as well just max the armor. So we still have what, 3 more tons to play with this thing? What if and now this could be a little crazy here. What if we go, I don't have anything bigger than that, huh? So there's 4 tier 2 SRM4s here. I think this thing's at 446 armor. Let me just think for a minute. So drop that. So I can go. I did buy those, right? What's going on here? Yeah, they're there. So go SRM4 here, because I just don't have a bigger SRM available. That's 2 tons. Ditch the LRM ammo. Throw in SRM ammo. Not entirely sure where I would put this. Actually, they sell SRM halves. They do. So here's what I'm going to do with that. We're going to go half in each torso. Excuse me. I hate having ammo on the torsos because you guys have seen how many ammo explosions we had. I'll still put the heat sinks here. Is there an extended range, large laser, short burst? It's the same weight. I'm not sure that's really the direction we're going. Could go large chem, which is the same weight. Then we would just have to add chem ammo, and it produces less heat. Not like this thing's hurting for heat sinks. It's actually weird. This is like the first mech where I'm like, I don't even know if I can hit weight. Or we add 2 tons with a PPC in the center. And I'm kind of leaning towards that. I think we do that. I think we go big old PPC. And then maybe when we find one, we go SRM6 here. But for now, we can just add another heatsink. This feels pretty juicy. Yeah, I'm going to want to take this thing out soon. Especially since that work's not even going to take long. Alright. Now that that's done with, you guys do deserve a mission. I'm sorry, this one ended up being a lot more, like, figuring out than I thought it would be. Let's head on up to Bora. Let's do this demolition mission. That's why we were banking some backup mechs. But yeah, let's see how the Grasshopper does. So, it's a difficulty 58, which is pretty high. Do have a lot of negotiating points. That's only 15. So we would have to go pretty heavy on salvage to get something good. We just spent a bunch of money. And we can pretty much recoup all of it and get 400,000 in damage coverage. I think that's the way you go. So let's go ahead and do that. So, I'm going to take this new Grasshopper for a spin. I want to see how it does. Oh, we can't take it like that. I'm sorry. That would have been a shame if that happened. Apply all. Select all. Apply. Jeez. Could you imagine if we went out without unpainted? Man, look how pretty that is. Okay. So you got big Grasshopper. Got the Jaeger mech. Now let's see. Do we just go double Shadowhawk? Is this the way? Shadowhawks are 55ers. I do have the Dragon Flame. I don't actually think that's better in this particular mission, in this demolition mission. And this definitely is not the proving grounds for the Trebuchet either. Yeah, I guess we go in 25 under. So normally that would make me pretty worried, but I'm actually feeling good about this one. So pray for me, y'all. What do you guys think? Am I risking it? Whatever, we're risking it. Let me just do my weapon groups quick. Sorry. PPC on 2 is probably the way to go. SRM 4 on 3. Yes. And then we'll put both hands on 4. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if I, Ooh, I like this cockpit. Look at this. Oh, wait. There's just no view to the right, is there? Well, that's not exactly great. I like this, though. Look at all these lights. It's the heavy mech life. Oh, this thing is, this thing's kind of slow. Ooh. Okay. It's a little dark here, too. Not really sure that helps. There used to be... Alright, well... This is actually, I should have checked how fast this thing moves, because I did not realize how slow the Grasshopper is. That actually almost makes me feel like the PPC was definitely the way to go. Where are you? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so this is a demolition mission, and we did not take any salvage shares. So the idea is get in, get out. We don't want to hang around. We want to blow stuff up, and we want to get out of Dodge. Especially since, you know, this being like a transmission mission, you never actually know. Jeez, the night vision in this game really could be better. Let's see if I still got it. Nope. I am out of practice with the PPC already. Alright. You gotta remember that those... Oh! We clapped him! Okay, we also got clapped back though. That happened. Oh. Bye.
Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
Oh, that's a big one. Okay, took care of that. Oh, I did not get to see what that is. A dragon. Okay. Okay, similar punching power. Similar punch. Well, actually probably punches a little harder. Alright. This is going well. Hey, dragon down. Okay. Okay. That feels good. We like that. Let's keep our head on a swivel. Do have a little bit of damage on our right arm. So... yeah, we already got him begging for mercy. Alright. I don't think we need this in town here. Oh, did I just get a helicopter land on me? That's the absolute worst. Okay, so far pretty light resistance. Which hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
This is a big base to destroy, though it doesn't really look anything like a base. Oh, yeah, it does look a whole lot like it's just somebody's town that we're destroying, which is probably, you know, probably the point of this mission. Oof, dusted that off. Alright, yeah, this is the great thing about being in heavies, is you just get to walk right through. You know, a lot of people would say, what are you, crazy? You brought a laser mech to a demolition? Well, this is why we're at a weight class where we just do this. Do feel a little bit bad. That lady definitely didn't make me feel like I wanted to do this mission, but, you know, we are mercenaries at the end of the day. This is the kind of stuff we get involved in. So... whoa, first off, what do you think you're... wow, that lived a PPC hit? That's wild. I mean, I guess those bigger VTOLs are pretty tough, but still a little surprised by that. Overlet him. Phoenix Hawk, okay, okay. Whoa. Great. Got a Phoenix Hawk in my face. I don't want to lose an arm. Oh, and of course, we lost an arm. So, jeez, okay. So we're actually getting swarmed a little bit. I gotta back it up. Forgetting my own rule, which is it's a demolition, get in and get out. Let's see if my I mean, my lance hasn't taken any damage at all. It's just me. Probably not playing smart because, you know, that's how I do. So, hopefully they can kind of, you know, get it figured out. Nope. Oh man. It's all happening now.
Enemy destroyed.
This thing not as great at killing mechs as I thought it could be. Oh. That's me pressing the wrong button again. Okay, yeah, they got their back up here. Let's try to get out of here as quickly as possible because the Grasshopper is not looking so hot. Of course, the evac is on the other side of all the enemies.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Tango down.
Okay. Though, believe it or not, it is a little aggravating that we are pretty much the sole reason we have to evac. Because we're beat up. It's time to go. The rest of our lance is actually still in pretty good condition. So it's just us. You know, maybe we get some snipes in. On the way out. Oh, and there goes the leg. Time to go. Yep. Got greedy. Got greedy with no salvage on the line, so that was kind of silly. Okay. Okay, the Grasshopper's interesting. Think it needs a little something. Think it needs a little something. It's a little weak in actual close quarters. So, the PPC might not have been the answer there. But we'll see. That could have been the regular dragon. But, yeah, the salvage... We wanted to make sure we made some of our money back. Let's get these... That's right, we don't have any salvage. I'm not used to that. Oh, let's get the SRM-6. Let's go ahead and do that. Can't get the tier... Well, actually, probably going to have to replace a medium laser, so should do that. And let's get that. Alright. So, yeah, $1 million of damage on the Grasshopper. Luckily, some of that's covered, but not all of it. So, here we've got another one to assassinate the rebel hero. So we will be doing this next episode. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, took a little bit of damage there at the end, but we got the job done. And that's on me. I got greedy twice this episode and paid the price. But either way, if you enjoyed what you saw, thanks for watching so much, guys, and have a great day.